Back then, I was not selected in the H-1B lottery twice. I started freaking out and exploring other immigration options in the US, and that's when I found out about the EB1A Green Card option. Now, gradually, I started building my EB1A profile and achieved the EB1A Green Card. It was not an overnight success for sure. I spent many hours figuring out the EB1A process, even writing my EB1A case, which was 700 to 1,000 pages long on my own when the attorney failed to represent my case effectively. And it caused many sleepless nights, but looking back, was it worth it? Heck yeah. Hi, I'm Saiman Shetty, your host and the founder of Smart Green Card program, and in this video I will discuss why the EB1A is the best option for Indians seeking US permanent residency quickly. Let's begin with what life with an EB1A Green Card looks like for me. Having an EB1A Green Card has been a game changer for sure. It's allowed me to easily switch jobs and explore different roles, which has expanded my knowledge and fueled my passion for tech. Plus, I've been able to pursue my entrepreneurial dreams by running my own businesses as well. One of the biggest benefits is the peace of mind that it brings. Job security is no longer a concern. Losing a job really doesn't affect my green card status. Additionally, there is no need to worry about visa renewals. I can travel freely in and out of the US, which is a huge advantage. And I know that no employer will ever be able to have leverage over me in the standpoint of immigration, which most people on an H-1B usually suffer from directly or indirect. Number 3, carrying a US green card when I travel to new countries fills me with a sense of pride, as well as increases the attention that I get from all these visa-free access countries, which you can access without a visa if you have a US green card. Overall, having an EB1A green card represents a new chapter in my life and the opportunities that are ahead. So what exactly is the EB1A Green Card? Well, if you are a person of extraordinary ability, the EB1A Green Card is tailored for you. You can qualify for the EB1A by meeting 3 out of 10 EB1A criteria and showing sustained national or international acclaim. The EB1A criteria include awards and memberships and judging others' work, publication, press coverage, about you, a lot more things. But then why choose the EB1A over other green cards? Let me tell you about the advantage I experienced. Number 1, unlike some green cards, EB1A allows you to self-petition with USCIS without requiring the sponsor being an employer or a job offer. It gives you more control over your green card process at the end of the day, which is way worth it. Number 2, EB1A offers faster processing and eliminates the need for labor certification, which is also known as PERM. And this can significantly reduce the overall processing time that you go through. Number 3, EB1A final action dates for India have moved very quicker compared to most other categories, actually all other categories. For example, even though there was a retrogression when I applied, my EB1A priority date became current much faster, allowing me to get my green card quickly as well, despite a sudden shocker of a 3-year retrogression showing up. That retrogression was just gone in about 6 months. So, number 4, building a strong EB1A profile by actively participating in your field not only enhances your immigration application, but it also elevates your career by increasing your visibility and expertise as well. I also have to clarify an important question that people have asked me many times. Why should we choose EB1A over EB1B, EB1C or EB5? I've addressed this question in many other videos as well, which I definitely recommend you to go out and check. But let me clarify it real quick over here. Within the EB1 categories, the EB1A stands out as it doesn't really need any employer sponsorship or a job offer. In contrast, the EB1B requires you to have a job in a teaching or a research position, and you should have 3 years of work experience in the academic field, and you have to have a bunch of papers and citations and stuff like that. We do need some papers in the EB1A as well, but none of our clients really have any citations most of the time. The impact can be provable by many other ways other than citations. The EB1C though requires that you have worked in a managerial or executive role outside outside the US for 1 year within the past 3 years, or before applying to the US within the past 3 years before applying, and you need a US job offer in a managerial or executive roles, which most people are either at the mercy of their employer to get or are unable to make for themselves. To qualify for the EB5 green card, you need to invest at least $1.05 million in US commercial enterprises, and even then you only receive a conditional green card. You become a permanent resident once you prove that you have created 10 jobs for US workers. So apply for your EB1A green card by yourself without employer sponsorship or huge investment, and take control of your green card process. Does the EB1A offer a faster path to permanent residency? Yes, the EB1A has a shorter green card wait time for Indian applicants, currently 2 years based on the recent July visa bulletin of 2024. EB1 final action dates move faster in the visa bulletins as well. Whereas the EB2 or EB3 green card categories have been facing a lot of backlogs for several decades for Indian applicants, and their final action dates are moving at a snail's pace. So gather evidence of your extraordinary ability and apply for the EB1A green card to get your green card faster. Now, how do you apply for an EB1A? First, obviously, you have to gather all the documentation to satisfy at least 3 out of the 10 criteria to prove that you are the cream of the crop. Second, you have to file your I-140 application with the evidence documentation to USCIS to prove your eligibility for the EB1A. And once your I-140 application gets approved and your priority date is current in the visa bulletin, you can then file your 485 application with USCIS. And after the approval of your 485 application, you will then receive your EB1A green card. Are you still searching for a reason to pursue the EB1A? Based on all the facts that I mentioned, I think the answer is pretty clear. The EB1A green card is the ideal option for Indians to obtain their permanent residency quickly without really depending on any employer. Yes, it does take quite a bit of time. It takes about a year or so to build your case, but then this is the least you can do to secure your permanent residency in the US. In case you require assistance to collect these robust documentation for the EB1A, feel free to check out the Smart Green Card Program's VIP plan. And we put a lot of effort, as much as we put in the VIP plan, we put it also in making these videos to guide you in your EB1A journey. So make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to get more videos like this on your feed. It also helps us get in front of a lot more people that we can help. So if you have any questions related to EB1A or the Smart Green Card VIP plan, feel free to check out the blog in the link below as well.